Welcome to RG News. Today we're going to discuss the top 10 AI news stories of July 18th, 2025. July 17th, 2025. It really wasn't just another date, was it? It felt like a fundamental shift in the AI and IT world, a day we're definitely still unpacking.
Exactly. It's a pivotal moment. We're seeing AI move from, just being a research tool to becoming this autonomous agent, moving from bits to ADAS, basically. And it's a hyper-evolving landscape. Staying informed isn't just nice anymore. It's rapidly becoming a national imperative, really. We're going to try and distill the 5 big themes that jumped out from all this news.
Okay, so what does this all actually mean for you, our listener? Let's dive straight into the headlines that are, well, redefining our future right now. First up, get ready for this one. OpenAI just dropped ChatGPT Agent. Sounds like it completely transforms how we interact with AI.
Oh, completely. This isn't your average chatbot anymore, not by a long shot. It's a proactive agent. It can actually plan and execute complex tasks autonomously across different apps. Get this. It scored 45.5% on spreadsheet tasks. That just blew Microsoft Copilot out of the water. We're talking about an era of delegation now, not just asking questions. It
Right.
it genuinely threatens to consolidate the whole software market. You have to ask, what tasks are you ready to hand over?
Wow, that is a massive leap. Delegation. Huh. But how will this newfound autonomy, impact other industries? Maybe something more physical, like our streets. Okay, next up, hold on to your seats, I guess. A revolution on wheels is coming. Uber, Lucid, and Nuro are teaming up for a massive robotaxi rollout.
Yeah, this is a big one. This alliance, they're planning 20,000 premium Lucid Gravity robotaxis, and the target is late 2026. It's not just, throwing cars out there. It's a smart modular approach. You've got the hardware, the level 4 AI.
Level 4. So that's pretty much fully autonomous driving, but in specific conditions, right? Yeah.
Exactly. Handles everything itself under those conditions. Combine that with Uber's network. The idea is to finally make large-scale autonomous transport actually work economically, but, the big questions are still there. Production hurdles, safety, and are you ready for cities potentially filled with robotaxis?
Very bold move. Definitely setting the stage for urban mobility's future.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of strategic moves, how are nations making sure they stay independent in this AI race? Well, the UK just fired a shot heard around the AI world, didn't they? They launched Isambard AI, their most powerful AI supercomputer, a huge step for national sovereignty.
Huge is right, costing 225 million. This thing boasts over 21 exaflops of power. It's hard to even picture that. But what it means is it can train these incredibly complex, like trillion parameter AI models in just weeks. And crucially, all on UK soil. The data doesn't leave the country. It's about making the UK an AI maker, not just a user. Democratizing HPC, tackling big challenges, cancer research, clean energy, you name it.
It really does feel like the new space race.
Yeah.
So what's driving these massive investments in computing power? And who are the visionaries pushing these absolute boundaries? Well, at SoftBank World, OpenAI's Sam Altman and SoftBank's Masayoshi Son, they unveiled this, well, mind-blowing vision for AI's future. We're talking potentially trillions of dollars.
Yeah, their vision is vast. They see an insatiable demand for AI. Altman actually claimed that a 10x cost reduction fuels something like 30x more usage, just incredible scaling. And their talks hinted at these colossal projects like Stargate, maybe a $100 billion AI supercomputer network, and Sun's vision, a billion self-replicating AI agents. The massive question for all of us, for you listening, is how does this reshape everything? Jobs created, jobs shifted on a scale we can barely imagine.
Incredibly ambitious, almost hard to grasp. So how are the big economic powers reacting? When AI starts touching the core of the economy, well, the U.S. Federal Reserve is now officially weighing in. They're recognizing AI as a general-purpose technology. That sounds significant.
It is. Governor Lisa Cook stated AI will profoundly affect employment and price stability. It's kind of a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's a positive supply shock, think boosting productivity. But it's also a huge demand shock because of all the investment needed. The Fed's key principle seems to be keeping humans in the loop. But the challenge, and maybe something for you to think about, is how do you even measure this? How do you regulate something changing so fast?
A very complex new factor for central bankers. Okay, let's zoom in from the macro view. How about specific industries, like right down the factory floor? Researchers just unveiled something called Mavila, an AI model designed to help U.S. manufacturing by helping machines see and talk.
Yeah, and this isn't just lab stuff, it's practical. It's a vision language AI. Interestingly, it was trained with less data than you might expect. It can analyze physical parts, describe defects using natural language, and even tell machines directly what adjustments to make. It really empowers the human workers on the line, makes quality control more accessible, strengthens industrial sovereignty. It puts AI tools right in their hands.
That sounds like a genuine game changer for factories. Okay, from the factory floor, let's switch to live sports. How's AI changing advertising there? PubMatic just launched an AI-powered marketplace. Apparently, it's set to change live sports advertising forever.
It sounds like it could. This platform lets advertisers target specific emotional moments in a game, like right when a goal is scored or a really decisive play happens, and it's in real time. So you move from just mass advertising to this hyper-contextual targeting. It helps deal with all the different streaming services, optimizes spending. The technical challenge must be immense, though. Millisecond precision, a reliable infrastructure, but imagine the payoff, reaching you at that peak moment of engagement.
That is incredibly precise targeting. Wow. So with AI touching so many areas, how are we creating frameworks for using it responsibly? Especially somewhere sensitive like schools. Well, there's significant movement in the U.S. on that front. A majority of states are now issuing guidelines for AI in schools.
Yeah, faced with a bit of a vacuum at the federal level, 28 states are now stepping in. They're trying to balance the huge potential of AI for teaching with the risks, cheating, bias, all that. The focus seems to be shifting smartly, I think, from just banning it to building AI literacy and designing assignments that are kind of AI resistant.
Yeah.
But there are still big gaps, things like deepfakes and making sure all schools have fair access to the tech. It's a real tightrope walk for everyone involved.
Definitely highlights the need for adaptable governance. Okay, let's shift gears again. Finance. How's a major payment platform using the tech behind AI, like blockchain? PayPal's expanding its stablecoin, PYUSD, onto Arbitrum. This sounds like a move to unlock mass micropayments.
Exactly. Arbitrum is what's called an Ethereum Layer 2 solution. Think of it like a high-speed express lane built on top of the main Ethereum highway. So using Arbitrum gives PYUSD near-instant transactions and really, really low fees, often under a cent. This suddenly makes microtransactions for online articles, game items, tipping creators actually viable. It confirms this multi-chain future for big companies using blockchain. Imagine the possibilities.
Yeah, that could really reshape online commerce. Okay, finally, a story that brings us back to the very human side of all of this tech revolution, sometimes the messy human side, the kiss cam gate at a Coldplay concert. What seemed like a harmless moment turned into a viral PR mess for the CEO and HR head of a major AI company.
Yeah, the Kiss Cam Gate. It involved the CEO of Astronomer Andy Byron and his chief people officer, Kristen Cabot. It just ignited this huge global debate about workplace ethics, leadership, responsibility, public scrutiny. It's just a stark reminder, isn't it? That even with these trillion-dollar AI ambitions flying around, basic human fallibility is always there. And public judgment, this kind of thing directly hits the trust we place in the leaders who are actually shaping this AI future. It forces us to remember the human element.
A powerful and very human story to round out our top 10.
Absolutely. What we saw on July 17th, looking back, it wasn't just random news. It was this clear acceleration of big meta trends. The rise of agentic AI becoming physical through robotics, the geopolitical scramble for computing power, and how we're trying, maybe belatedly, to fit AI into economic models and how we govern society.
The future is definitely being built right in front of us. So as you navigate all this, maybe keep an eye on that agentic arms race between the tech giants. And watch the scaling of autonomous vehicles. Can they move beyond just pilots? Also, that global race for compute power and how central banks start formally baking AI into their forecasts.
Right. The big question isn't if AI will transform things, but how we, all of us, you included, choose to navigate it. The opportunities are huge, but so are the challenges. Your engagement, your critical thinking, it's absolutely essential.
Join us Monday on RG News for the day's AI news. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell.